In Exodus 19, when the presence of Yahweh descended upon Mount Sinai, the mountain became unapproachable. God commanded strict boundaries. No one was allowed to come near except Moses. The people stood at a distance, trembling because of the overwhelming holiness and the magnificent glory of God. Only Moses was invited into the cloud to hear God's voice and encounter his glory. However, in the New Testament, the entire scene is transformed. Jesus, the very glory of the Father, did not remain distant or unapproachable. Instead, he came down from heaven and drew near to the humanity so that deep communion with God could be restored. In Matthew chapter 5, verse 1, when Jesus saw the crowds, he went up on a mountainside and sat down. This time, there were no barriers, no warnings to stay away. His disciples and the crowds gathered around him, and he began to teach them the truths of the kingdom. What was once a mountain of fear became a mountain of grace. What was once inaccessible became the place of invitation. The same mountain that symbolized separation in the Old Testament now becomes a place of revelation, intimacy, and teaching. Through Jesus, people could draw near and behold God's heart and receive heavenly wisdom. Christ enabled humanity to approach God's presence with confidence, to see His glory, not in terror, but in love, and to learn the ways of the kingdom. In Jesus, the holy God who was once descended in fire now sits among His people and speaks life. What a beautiful contrast! Once the mountain thundered with judgment, now it echoes with grace. Once people stood far away, now they are invited to sit and listen. Through Jesus, the unapproachable God becomes Emmanuel, God with us. The same place that once symbolized distance now becomes a place of intimacy. The glory that once terrified now teaches, heals, and restores. Jesus enables us to draw near with confidence to behold the heart of God and to learn the ways of His kingdom. So, if any of you feel unworthy, guilty, or backslidden, thinking that God will not accept you, rest assured, Jesus is there for you. Jesus is calling you to come to His presence without any delay. Come closer to Him. He invites you to approach God's presence with boldness in His presence, boldness in His name, and He will speak words of life, grace, and restoration over your heart and mind. Because of Christ, the mountain is no longer a place to fear, it is a place to encounter, receive, and abide. May God bless you.